This is Kathy Marshall, and in July of 2009, I took my son Matthew Anderson to Atlanta, Georgia to visit cousins Julie and Don Culpepper. And we also went to Ohio and did some additional family things, did a lot of genealogy work and reunions and that sort of thing. It was great fun. But I really wanted to go to Columbus, Georgia, where my father, Thomas Marshall's family came from. His father, Austin Marshall, was born in Columbus, Georgia, lived sporadically in Columbus, Georgia, and died in Columbus, Georgia. And I really wanted to go there to find the cemetery, to find the family plot, to answer a lot of questions I had when looking at census reports. Who was buried in the plot? So anyway, I finally, through some luck of the internet, found Porterdale Cemetery in Columbus, Georgia. And this is where we're going right now. This is what we see. We're right next door to Porterdale Cemetery. Although we didn't know it at the time, colored cemeteries are very different from cemeteries that I'm used to seeing. They're quite frankly abysmal, and the folks who worked at the cemetery really couldn't tell us where the plot was. The records were in such disarray. This is what a colored cemetery looks like. Everything is flat. You're lucky if you have a headstone at all. As you see, there are very, very few. Most have like a concrete headstone that's flat to the ground. If you are wealthy, you aren't wealthy, you just have bricks and you have nothing. So finally, after about 45 minutes of looking through the cemetery with the worker, we finally were able to find where the family plot was. I just can't tell you how depressing it was to see how colored cemeteries are and how black people were treated in the South. But, you know, at least we ended up finding them. So here are some pictures of some additional family members, I think. Again, wherever you see bricks, it usually is something that helps delineate a particular family plot. If you see bricks without a name or dates, that's because there are none. This is just it. That's all they have to their name. But finally we found the Marshall plot, and this is it. Everyone was aligned in a row, very fancy, comparatively speaking, cement plots all next to each other. And so hopefully we'll be able to have some pictures where we see more clearly who actually is in this plot. First and foremost is Austin Marshall. That's Dad's father, born in 1892. Now Austin was a Pullman porter, and his route was from Columbus, Georgia to Cleveland, Ohio, and that's what he did for a living for all those years. Remarkable man, kind man, do anything for you. Mom really loved him. He treated my mom, Mary Marshall, so well. But also there's a Coralie Marshall there, born in 1898. I haven't figured out. I think it must be maybe Austin's sister that died early. Laura Pitts. Now it looks like Austin Marshall was either married to a Laura Pitts or his father's name was Austin and was married to Laura Pitts. Not quite sure. Then there's a Laura Smith. So either Laura Pitts was the daughter of Laura Smith, who was the wife of one of the Austin Marshalls. I don't know. But there's a Mary Marshall. So she was born in 1866. So all kinds of good stuff in these plots. Additionally, Israel Smith was the father of Laura. And so I was able to get some information on Israel Smith. And there were other Israels in the family too. So last person in here was Hampton Smith, I believe. And so what this did is just gave me a good idea of being able to trace the census records and what we saw here. This is where the family plot is. It's right down the street, the main street from the building, the maintenance building at the end of this road. It's really important because, again, the records in the office are abysmal for colored, what they call colored people. Great experience. Wouldn't have traded it for the world. Welcome, family. Well, family, I want you to know that you brought into this world Thomas Richard Marshall. And he became an OBGYN and brought hundreds of souls into this existence during his lifetime. And it's because of your sacrifices, it's because of what you gave him, what you brought to the table, what you made possible for Thomas Marshall to accomplish. And while he may be suffering from Alzheimer's now, he sure has had a full life. He has done everything he wanted to do. He has had all the toys that you might want to have that were important to him. He lives on the coast in California. He paved the way during segregated times in the South and came into Washington State, California, and just never chose to experience racism. It may have been there, but he chose not to acknowledge it. And he lived his life as an equal, the equal that he should have been, that you guys should have been. But looking at how you've been treated here in the South, I really hope that you appreciate what you've done for him, has made it possible for Thomas Marshall and me, his eldest daughter, and my sister and brother, and all of our family members to have a wonderful life. I wish that you guys could experience now how the United States is. It is so much better than when you were here and had no opportunities. It's just amazing. So again, we thank you for your sacrifices, and they are not in vain. And wow, this is big. This is big.